All right, I am at a studio right now for content day, and I've got Andy over here shooting videos, and he's got his big old camera, microphones, I got lights and shit. So yeah, we're just shooting some content. Figured I'd go live while we're waiting for our next agent to join us for the day. What's up, Jesse? Mr. Jesse Peters, what's going on? But what's going on? How can I help? What questions do y'all have? What's new? How's life? Andy, what's going on?
I'm getting a puppy.
Andy's getting a puppy, which is really exciting. If you follow Andy, I'm going to flip this around because if you follow Andy on social media, he was hanging out with some dogs yesterday, and I was going to ask him yesterday, but I figured I would see him today and I could talk to him about it in person. But he is getting a new dog. I'm really excited about it. He's also really excited about it. And the reason that I knew that Andy was getting a new dog is because he put it on his Instagram story, which is a great place to create conversations and things like that. Andy, what's your number one tip for someone if they are shooting content?
Be confident. Practice when you're by yourself. So like if you're going to shoot short form content, you kind of already know what you're going to say and not just the first time. Record yourself with your phone so you can confidently be in front of a camera before you hire somebody and pay them money to freak out in front of their cameras. So, but yeah.
How many times have you shot with someone where it's like their first time ever shooting content and they're like scared as hell?
Multiple times.
Yeah.
At least 5 times.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
No, so I think that it is important to, have some experience in shooting on your phone or shooting on your own before going to shoot with a videographer, because, it's the shit in your face. So, being with shooting it on your phone before you go get some practice in. So, yeah. Oh, Mr. Social Savvy,
What's up?
what's going on, man? How you doing?
Pretty good. I just pulled over for this conversation.
We get a pull over to the side of the road. I love that.
Snap! We got a co-host request. Let's go.
We're just in this little studio right now shooting some content. I just did some short form and answered some video questions for the REVB page.
Nice.
And now we're just waiting for some agents on the team to get here. So Andy's setting his stuff up, and we're just figured I'd go live. People are always like asking about content days and asking me questions about things that Andy does, and I'm like, I have no idea. I just say things into a camera, and then he gives me these videos. So
Well, that's what Andy does. The man behind the curtain.
yeah,
Making it happen. So I got a couple questions for you now, Katie. Let's flip it. Because,
I love how I invite this man on to like be a guest, and he's just like now turned into the host.
Co-host.
Yeah.
Right. So Instagram Lives. Notice you're doing more of them. How much are you enjoying them, and what have you kind of discovered from live? Because like I've known a Katie Day that really isn't always a live person, but it looks like you're finding your zone with it.
No, dude, I mean, like, you've been doing video for a long time, as have I. Like, I started doing lives. Like, it used to be that was our launch, part of our launch plan for a property. I'm sure you had a similar thing, right? You would go for photo day, you would do a Facebook Live, and Facebook Live at the time, back in 2017, 2018, got, like, so much juice, so much algorithm juice before, we had an algorithm.
Yep.
And so they loved it. And so that's kind of how I got comfortable, doing video and being on camera. And so I know that Instagram is promoting, accounts that go live and things like that. And so yeah, it's been something that I've been doing.
Yeah.
It's hard, I think, on Instagram because like as we're seeing people join, like I just saw, a couple people hop on, like it I don't know, it just it's been a while since I've done the like ramble to the camera type thing,
Totally.
as opposed to like, hey, here's what I'm going to talk about, and here's the topic.
I think the co-host opportunity or bringing someone in helps,
Significantly.
so it's not like, I often think about it like you're a DJ on the radio. If you're doing it solo, it's a lot easier when you have a partner, right? And you could banter back and forth like a live on location.
Well,
But yeah, it's always, you got to always kind of regroup the conversation because sometimes you've got new people joining in, right? Be
yeah.
like, hey, here's where we're at. Here's what's going on.
And DJ on a radio, like people don't see you. So if it's an awkward moment, like you're not seeing my face here, I'm like staring into the camera, like, so happy Tuesday. It's
Yeah,
Tuesday,
right?
guys. What's going on?
Yeah.
Lindsay just dropped in the comments. I've missed your energy since Summit. Best morning hype man ever.
What's up?
Yeah, Jesse is never short on energy,
No.
ever.
It seems to be a superpower of mine. People ask, well, how do you do it? I don't know, honestly. I wish I had a formula. I don't know, but
Yeah. Well, what's funny too is like in knowing you and getting to know you better, like there'll be situations in which I'm like, how you doing? And you're like, oh, I'm so tired. And then you get on stage and you're like, what's up? How you doing? Like, so it's, I'm in awe of how you're able to turn that on because I mean, you know me and like my energy level thing. So yeah.
I hear ya. I hear ya. It's not. I'm not on all the time. Trust me. But if you can harness some of it, it's good. So speaking of content day and harnessing, you're kind of dialed in with how you do your content. You're bringing in some agents now. How do you coach and guide them? Are they doing like 3 or 4 topics? Do they start, just mini segments, or are they coming in fully loaded for like an hour of work each? Like, what can you share with someone who's just starting to do some short form content based on what you've observed?
For sure.
Not what you've done, but what you've observed.
For sure. So I think there's 2 things. So one is that either they have prepared topics, right, of the things that they're going to do. So today we're shooting new bio videos. So we have some agents that have joined the team since we last shot bio videos. And then, for my agents that have shot for a while, like David, he's done a lot of content for a while. So like his big thing is, he just comes in, and I think last time he shot like 20 in an hour. He's trying to get to 30 in an hour, 30 short form videos. So he's pretty comfortable. There's not really any need for coaching on his front. But some of the newer agents that haven't shot as much content, it's like, give me your ideas and kind of let's talk through them. And then I help with okay, hey, like that was good, but let's add this in for a hook, or let's reword that and do this to where it's more concise. Because I think, when the camera gets turned on, you go from saying like the sky is blue to being like, I love the sky and it's great to look at and it's blue, right? And so it's like, how can we make this, a little bit more concise?
Totally. I still have that, doing this for a decade plus. My videographer is like, we need to trim that. You got 8 seconds to deliver this. And eventually I know in my own head, I need to cut that. We need to trim this. And that's okay, right? You shoot it a few times, you talk it through. But here's what I would say too. If you're new to doing this, like Andy said, like you practice at home a little bit, know what you're going to say, because you either freeze or you talk too much, or someone who's like a natural talker doesn't necessarily mean it's going to flow that way on camera the first few times. Like, and you'll figure out if you're a scripter or if you've got points and you're good at connecting the points, right? So you're not going to know that till you do it.
Well, and I think too, like if you do script out your videos, I'm not generally a fan of that, because I think that like then when you screw it up, then you get all screwed up. And so I like having like, hey, here are the 3 main things that I want to go over, kind of thing. And going from there. But like having things written out and planning out what you're going to say is definitely the move in my mind.
Totally. Totally. That's I'm a connected daughter. So speaking of connected dots, I got to go connect an open house sign down the road here, Katie Day. Thanks for bringing me on.
All right, my dude. Well, hey, I appreciate you hopping on. As always, it's good to see you, and I hope to see you in person sometime soon.
You can count on it. Keep smiling, my friend. We'll see ya.
All right, my dude.